Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's conversation is about how to introduce yourself in 20 seconds. Our opportunity for introduction is extraordinarily important because it shapes the way that person might think about us for the rest of our lives. But all too often we're unprepared in that moment. We end up selecting something that's very commonplace. We'll say, for example, hey, I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer. And what happens is the person already has a mental construct for what all of those particular labels are. So they basically go back into their mind, into that mental drawer, and they open up the drawer for all of the times that they've encountered things related to a lawyer, for example. We'll pull it open and we'll say, ah yeah, I remember now. So you're a lawyer? Well, a lawyer thinks like this, they talk like this, they wear clothes like this, they don't know this, they do know these things, and all of a sudden we've trapped ourselves in a really confined space, which is so incoherent with what we really are and what we're capable of. And what that does is that also creates a perceived value about what we're able to deliver in a particular situation to a particular group of people. If we actually prepare for how we introduce ourselves, the opportunity can be transformed. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. What we want to do is we want to be able to create a whole new mental drawer for the person. And the format for this is the following. I help whatever your niche is, whatever that group of people or end customer is that you serve, get a certain result, whatever that result is. And you could leave it at that, but there's 3 modifiers that I like to add, and I'm going to give you a couple examples of them. Either the word with, the word without, or the word while. So I've written down a few examples and let's get to them one by one. The first is, let's say you're in marketing. I help startups grow sales predictably with AI. Wow, that's different. I'm curious. I want to know more about what you do because that's something that is cutting edge. I've heard about artificial intelligence. I might not necessarily know how that all works, but I can see how that would add tremendous value. The second, let's say you're in a finance back office role or you're in a technology role. I help finance businesses automate their workforce while reducing churn. The expectation could be that if I'm automating a workforce, that if I'm creating ways for machines to perhaps replace the work of people, that could cause a lot of disruption in the business. But if I'm able to do that with reducing churn, that creates even more interest in what my capabilities are and the value that I bring. And the last is an example for HR. I help businesses create thriving cultures without increasing costs. We often think that to create a thriving culture, we need to be investing money, corporate events, big gatherings, ways for people to enjoy themselves, etc., etc. But wow, you can do this without actually increasing costs? Let's talk more. So these are some different examples that you can use as references. What I'd like you to do now is please share with me in the comments below how you were describing yourself previously. If you were saying, hey, I'm Samir, I'm a lawyer. Hey, I'm Mike, I'm an engineer. And then tell me, what's your new idea for how you're going to describe yourself the next time someone asks you what you do? And let's keep in mind one important thing. If they ask you, wait, what is it that you do? That is amazing. That is exactly what we want, because The failure to investigate more about what your profession is signifies that it didn't really call their attention. It didn't really capture their interest. And so if we're able to introduce ourselves in a way where people say, wait a second, I didn't get it. Tell me more. I want to learn more. That is a sign that you are really making a mark and have the opportunity to now step into a conversation that wasn't available before. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, and I will definitely be looking into the comments to give my feedback on everyone who shares their old and new way of introducing themselves. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.